Hey, what's up you guys? It's Bart coming to you from TST Garage. Welcome. As you can see here, I have a 22 Grom. We have several of these. This is our builder here that we're focusing on right now. As you can see, it already has a bunch of our parts on it, lighting, crash protection, things like that. Here you see a prototype of our frame sliders. I have a couple parts that we haven't released yet as of late July 2021. But they're hitting the market soon, so check out tstindustries.com for updates on all the new parts and all the parts that we already have. So, what are we doing in this video? I'm gonna take this thing to the dyno. It has only a few miles on it. We need to break it in, and just figured, why not roll some video and get some baselines? Now, the bike's not broken in, so we're gonna do our best to seat the rings and get the cylinder polished and do all that. But as far as like the gears breaking in and things that break in over time by polishing, but making mating surfaces, making contact over and over, that's gonna take some time. So the baselines we're gonna see are not really gonna be representative of a fully broken in bike, but they're still gonna be valid for our moving forward plans for this bike, which include some bolt-on performance parts that we procure from other companies that we deal with and also develop here. And then once we tap all that out, we're probably gonna go ahead and get with David Hugh at DH Motoring and do some magic internally in the motor and keep taking that further. But for now, we just wanted to give you some eye candy from the dyno, let you listen to a bone stock Grom winding out, and then get some data that we're gonna present to you. We have some charts that we're gonna put in at the end, and we're gonna do a quick discussion about them. Let's go. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that segment. Now let's give a brief discussion. So what I'm holding here is the torque and horsepower chart. We did this with SAE smoothing and obviously correction, so that numbers kind of compare to other dynos out there in multiple locations. What I notice here, I'm not gonna focus on the peak. What I notice here is that the numbers, the graph was jumping around quite a bit. I think that's basically because the bike's not broken in yet, but it's a very analogous baseline compared to what Cameron Jones did and other people that I've seen that strap these things to the dyno already. So we have a good baseline from which we will see what we can do to this bike and have our percentage increases as proof of performance. We also wanted to do a top speed run on the dyno where we're not subjected to wind loads and other external factors to see what this thing does top speed and where things line up for shifting, so that you guys can see what each gear does on a bone stock Grom and where the top speed is when there are no external factors. This is also how we get our error percentage between the dash and the actual wheel. Anytime you have indicated speed, you'll be able to use that ratio to know the actual speed you're going. So if you look at this graph, all the shift points are there and you'll have that info. Anyway, this is just our Grom. They roll off the factory floor a little bit different, each one of them. So each one will indicate slightly different, but at under 10 horsepower, the variation is not going to be great. I hope you enjoyed that information. We do enjoy playing with these bikes and collecting it for you. We do have some new videos planned. We're going to do some top speed runs on the street, bone stock, and then with a Yosh exhaust. We're going to mount the Yosh exhaust, probably on video, showing you how to install it if you're interested in that. After we install the Yosh exhaust, we're also going to do this exact set of experiments just to see how it compares to stock, what it actually does. We do have a little secret project going that I won't disclose right now, but we are making some bolt-on performance parts that we have been testing actually, and they show promise, and we want to do that. We already did that with the bone stock bike. We want to do that with the Yosh. And then we're going to get us an A-Racer and tune this thing properly and then see how much difference that makes. We will do our best to capture all that stuff for you on film and present it to you so that if you're interested in any of those packages, you know, you can pick them up, whether it be from us or the other guys I mentioned, Cameron Jones or DH Motoring. Those guys are awesome. If you guys don't come to us, hopefully you'll shop with them. All right, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Ride safe.